Hello friends, welcome back to Laravel 11 tutorial. In this video, we are going to connect Laravel with the database. Okay, we are using the phpMyAdmin for my database, and here I just going to create one database. Okay, and then I will connect this database with our application. Okay, so here just write Laravel 11. This is my database name, right? Now just go inside our application. So if you check into our application, when we discuss the folder structure, we already mentioned for database we have a configuration. The configuration name is database.php. Okay, so just go to the config database.php. So here you can see all the database related information into your Laravel application. So firstly, you can see the default database connection is SQLite. Okay, but we are going to access, or we are going to use the phpMyAdmin. But here you can see the default is SQLite, but there are options. So what are the options? So we can connect with SQLite database, we can connect with MySQL database and MariaDB, then PTSQL, SQL Server. So whatever we want, we can use in between. Okay. Now, how to connect with PHP MySQL? Now, if you see, all are actually coming from environment database connections. So access environment variable, we can use env function, and this is the variable, and by using this variable we can accept the environment variable. But still, if no value is set, the default is SQLite. And if you check in the MySQL section, we can see in the environment section we are getting db URL, db host, db port, all are we are getting from environment. So let's look at the environment, check what is inside the environment. So you can see for database connection, we have a database connection SQLite, db host, db port, db database, db username. So what actually we need, we are getting from here. But we are using MySQL, so that's the reason db connection I am changing SQLite to MySQL. For MySQL, we need database host, database port, database name, username, password. Okay, so we know our username is root and password is I have not set it, and db host port are okay, these are good. And database name, we just created the Laravel 11 database, so I just put it down. Okay, Laravel 11. So let's recheck again, and if you check, yes, Laravel 11. So we have set it all the configuration. Now the database connection is done. Now let's do something with the database. Means I want to create a table. All we will do today is manually. We will not going to create any model. So as we not discussed about the model concept, we are simply going to connect with the database. So simply just create a table. Suppose let's create a table name is students. Okay, and let's going to add 6 columns. Like as a primary key, we are setting ID, and length is 11, and no, don't need anything, and it's auto implemented, and obviously it's a primary key. And just use the name of the student, and let's add a varchar 255, and then email, then also add the varchar 255, and this time we are adding this are null. If the student may not have an email or marks. Okay, so we are using different types. So marks is integer, and let's add 10, no problem. And by default you can set as 0. Okay, and you can set as status. Okay, status is tiny int. We can use 0 or 1. Means 1 means the status is active, and others 0 means status is inactive. So by default I am making it status as a 1. Okay, now let's save this. We don't need another column. Wrongly I created 6. 5 is enough. Okay, so we are getting this student table. So in student table we have 5 columns, and I want to fetch this some record from the student table. So insert some record. So just write here inside the I am going to add manually, and name is suppose John, and email is john@email.com, and marks is suppose 86, and status is 1, and then create another John, and this time marks, and here write marks@email.com, not marks, mark. Okay, and this time the mark result is 92, and then another I just going to add some few more. Here write Lisa, and here write Pekka, and here write Lisa, and Lisa got 80 or 70, and Lisa is inactive. So we are using both active inactive. Okay, and here write Pekka is got 95. Okay, some records are inserted into our database, and if you check, if you go to the browse, you can see some records are inserted. Now let's fetch this record from our controller. So just go to the terminal, and you can create a controller. So php artisan make controller, suppose student controller. Okay, so controller is created, and if you just go and check inside the app http controller section, you will get the student controller. So let's create a function. So write public function student list. Okay, and here we will fetch the record. We will use db. So db table, and the table name. So here my table name is students, and just write students, and we will use get to fetch all the records. So these are the functions we will discuss, and use db. So we need to use db as we are accessing the tables through the db. Okay, and let's take a variable students, and inside the students we are storing all the things, and let's print that thing. So here you can use dd. dd is die definition or dump on definition, you can say anything. So we can see, or we can understand this table data are getting or not. So now to call these functions, we need to go to the routes web.php, and here just to register the student controller first. So first the namespace app http controllers, and then the student controller, then right here in this student controller. So student controller registered. Now let's create a route for that, so that we can call from this URL, and here write /students, then call the controller, and then the method name. So what are the methods name? Actually method name is student list. Now let's go into this link, and we can see the data will come. Okay, now just refresh this, and let's see what's coming. So you are getting the array 4. We are getting all the records, John, Mark, and Lisha. So all we are getting from the database. Okay, so in this way we are getting a result from the database. Now let's pass this to the view. So simply write a return view, and suppose we are getting the view name is students. Okay, and let's pass with the compact variable, compact. Okay, sorry, and let's pass these students. Okay, so these are the variable we need to pass, and we can access this compact from the students. So just go to the terminal and write php attrition make view, and view name is students. So it will create a student view into your application. So you can see the students.blade.php, and let's go to the resource view section, and here you will get the student blade.php, and here just write in this way inside the UL tag we will call the data and simply write in this way li, and before that we need to use for each. So we'll print all the data using the loop. So write simple students as student, okay, and end for each, and here write in this way inside the li write here name is dollar student arrow name. Okay, so just refresh this, you will get the name is John, and in this way if you want to print the email also, you can write here in this way, and email is dollar student email. Okay, so you will get in this way. So this is the basic concept how we can create a database, and we can connect a database with our Laravel application. Okay, so this is the very basic things. So this is not the way in Laravel to connect with the database in this way. Actually, we will use the model and allocate relationships, and then we can connect these things. Okay, so next day we are going to discuss about another MVC concept, that is the model. So we discussed about controller view, and next day we are going to discuss about model, and we will discuss how we can create a model object and how we can insert, update, delete data into through the model. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and if you have any queries about this video, please comment me in the below comment section. Thank you.